Hiya, I'm Irish pro wrestler Myla Grace and you're watching AJWF. Make sure to check me out on social media at Myla Grace_X, and while you're here, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Welcome back, guys, to another AJWF. Thank you to Myla Grace for the intro in this video. Do check her out on social media, links are below. In today's video, we're going to look at the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt and the Ultimate Edition, the Fiend. Whether you love him or hate him, everyone should know the Bray Wyatt character, and when he becomes the alter ego, the Fiend. And we all know what happened to the Fiend. Thank you to Randy Orton. I will discuss it later, what happened at Fastlane this year, and I'll give you my thoughts on that. But for now, let's look at these two figures, and we'll start off with the Firefly Funhouse Bray. Now, I know a lot of people do love the boxes, so I will take a couple of pictures right now and I'll add them to this video in a second. They should pop up now, probably, just so you can see the back of the boxes and the side of the boxes as well on the Firefly Funhouse one, just because it's kind of cool. It's got the old puppets on there for you to look at. If you did want to see the back of the box and what the bio says, hit pause now and you should be able to read it if I got it right on the screen. For those that don't own the figure, there is a window on the front that you can open up, and I'll just do it for you here. Once you open it up, you can see the figure inside, the Bray Wyatt, and of course his four puppets. And I think, if I'm honest with you, there's a lot of complaints about obviously the top that he's wearing in the figure, and it's not really ideal. There's no shirt underneath it like he wore on TV, but I think it's just one of those things you've got to live with. But let's get inside it, let's see what it's like. So here we are looking at it. First things first, forget Bray, it's all about the puppets, isn't it? Let's check out this one. It's the boss. We know who that's supposed to be. And of course you've got Ramblin' Rabbit, probably my favourite. Then you've got the Buzzard, Mercy. Really good character, I liked. And of course Abby the Witch as well in there. Yeah, I really like it. And of course it comes with the interchangeable hands here. And if you look on the back of the box, well, the back of his head, you can see the old man bun there of Bray Wyatt. Let me start off, let's get these puppets out, just so you can see them up close. Let's start off with little Ramblin' Rabbit. I'd rather have him as a sidekick than the skunk that keeps interrupting my videos. But yeah, I really like it. The puppets are cool. They're as detailed as you need them, really. But I'll just get the others out as well for you to look at. Here we've got Abby the Witch. I remember, if I remember right actually, early on in the Firefly Funhouse episodes, I think it was Bray Wyatt that voiced her, but then that got scrapped. Anyway, here's Mercy the Buzzard, another good one. They're all good, I'm not going to lie. And the last one, we'll just pull it out now for you to look at up close. It's, of course, the boss. It's a good little inside joke. I like the fact he's got the devil horns. You know, he's not been fired yet, so it can't be that bad. So let's move on and get the figure out of the bubble now. Mr. Smiley Bray Wyatt here, before he becomes the Fiend. Yeah, it's pretty standard, isn't it? It's got the red top, trousers. There's nothing special about it, so to speak. But it's what he wears on TV. I'll just play around with it here, just so you can see the joints. They're all really good. Yeah, I'm just deciding whether I like the face scan. I think it is a good one. I'm so used to seeing the Fiend mask now, you kind of forget what he looks like, don't you? Anyway, let's pop this hand off here, just so you can see the puppets do actually go on top of the hand, so it looks like an actual puppet. So if you're into it, you can do your own little Sooty and Sweep show. For those that aren't familiar with Sooty and Sweep, it's like a puppet show in the UK. I'll just quickly show you now that all the puppets do fit onto the figure's hand, once you remove the hand, that is. So I guess they fit onto the arm, if I'm going to be exact. Okay, got an admission. Mercy the Buzzard. I kind of really like this one. He's kind of cool. It's no Ramblin' Rabbit, but it's a cool little puppet. Cool accessory. To be fair, Mattel, fair play for making this, really. For those that are wondering, we are getting Huskus the Pig Boy, the other puppet in the kind of Funhouse series. He is coming on the next Bray Wyatt Elite, I believe. That's probably the only reason to buy that Elite, let's be honest. So that's the figures reviewed there for the Funhouse. In the Funhouse box, you do also get the backdrop, or diorama if you'd rather. It's this little fold out made of cardboard. Just going to fold it up here for you, and ta-da, like magic, there it is set up. So for anybody who has a fig fed or just likes figure photography, this is kind of perfect for it. It's a nice simple way of doing it. It does open up in bits. If you fold the door, that opens. See the window and these bits that I'm going to show you now. I will take some pictures in a minute and add them to this video just so you can see the figures against the backdrop, so you can see how it works, and it does look good on camera. So here you can see all the holes that have been opened, so you can put the puppets through if you want to. It is a simple backdrop, but it works well. What I'm going to quickly do, let me grab a couple of these puppets and I'll just show you kind of quickly how it works. So there you look, you can put the witch at the window. I'm not the best at puppet shows, so bear with me. And here's little rambling rabbit coming through to give Bray Wyatt some messages. It's all fun, especially the younger generation. Maybe they're going to love it more, but I can appreciate it for what it is.
Hey, Bowski, next time you order a exterminator, make sure to finish the job. I've been stuck in this vest for weeks. Your videos stink without me.
So that's Bray and his Firefly Funhouse all done there. Let's grab this Ultimate Edition, the Fiend. Let's let him in. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Let me just quickly grab this knife and we're going to cut this box open. There is a lot of sellotape, so bear with me. And the magic of technology will skip ahead. And here we go. We're back. Box is open. Let's get inside this thing. First things first, presentation on these Ultimates. Really, really good. Mattel, it's a good design for the box. Let's take a closer look at the figure now. First impressions, as I look at it, I love the belt. The belt looks really, really good. In fact, let's start with that. Let's get the belt out and show it off to you all. Here it is. Try and do a close-up here. You can see his face in the middle. It's really, really good. Yeah, I'm liking it. This could be the last time we get this belt, in actual fact, because we all know the image change he's had now. We'll go into that in a minute for the old Fastlane match. But let's get on with this one. I'm just going to grab the extra head, because for me, first impressions, I prefer this head. It's got the tongue out. It's a bit different. I like it. Yeah, it's really cool they've got the second head with this Ultimate Edition. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's get the figure out of the box. I really, really think it's cool. Is it the same as the SummerSlam one they did? Possibly similar, but it's got the jacket with the Ultimate, which we'll go into in a minute. But this figure, first impressions, I think the attire and the boots, it all looks really good. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, loving it. Also worth pointing out, the tattoos and the decals on this are really good. So yeah, good job from Mattel so far. Especially loving the back tattoo on it. I'm just going to quickly try and move this hair out of the way just so you can see the back of the neck, because the tattoo is really good. I will get some pictures later for you so you can see it close up. But yeah, let's switch the heads over because I like the other head with the tongue out. It's cool. Okay, wow, this second head, it's a lot tougher than you'd think to get it on, but I think we're there now. All good. For me personally, I'd definitely display him with this head. I think it's a lot better. But let's move on and get this jacket. It's pretty simple jacket. No real detail to it bar the little silver touches. But all good. You can see the arms in here as well. It's like a jacket, so it's not like a cloth jacket. It's like the three pieces, and you put them together to make the jacket on the Fiend. Let me just show you how the arms pop off here. Once both arms are off on the Fiend, you can then put the middle part of the jacket so it fits over the torso, just like this. So that's how the jacket fits on the torso, like that. Let me just quickly grab one of the normal arms. I just want to see how it's going to look. Just bear with. There we go. It's on. I think that looks kind of cool with a sleeveless jacket. Let's take that off and do it the proper way. Okay, so this arm does not want to move down. Bear with me. Okay, so this is taking a long time. I don't know if the joints broke on it or what's going off. For the sake of the video, though, let me just quickly try and grab the other arm. That one's, yeah, that one works fine. It's just this arm doesn't go up or down. Let me take it off and we'll see what's going on with the joint. Okay, so the actual arm socket is really, really tight. Normally, if it's that bad, you could put it in warm water. It would soften it up. But it does move, so let me just wiggle it up and down a few times. And we'll see if we can get it just to be free a bit more. And it should work. Bear with. Okay, fingers crossed. Yeah, it looks like it's fine now. It goes up and down, so that's good. So there you can see the Fiend with the jacket on. Yeah, looks cool, doesn't it? We'll just quickly put the title over his shoulder, because I think, you know, that's how he should be wearing it, isn't it? Here you can see him next to Bray. I think the Fiend is the cooler figure, isn't it? Obviously, the Ultimate ones, they are really cool. Just something to note, it's probably very obvious, but you can switch the hands around. If you didn't want the flat palm, you could have the fist that's on the one without the sleeve on. So, you know, all the parts are interchangeable, all nice and easy. I suppose the only big question for me is, would I prefer like a cloth jacket, maybe like a fake leather kind of feel? Who knows? Let me just grab the boss, because you know what he thinks of the wrestling figure, don't you? It's all good, you know what. I'll quickly give you my thoughts on last night's Fastlane, where Alexa Bliss took on Randy Orton. And of course, she had all the tricks and the gimmicks to beat him, especially when the Fiend turned up to help her out. He was all burned up, which is great storytelling in my mind. They kept it going from last year when Randy Orton set him alight. I think it's good to have him back. I would have saved it for WrestleMania personally, because I think it's a grand stage and it would have been good for him to return at WrestleMania. But overall, I'm not going to mock the event. You can't really call it a wrestling match, but it's good storytelling and I appreciate that. I was entertained. So let's move on from the burned up Bray and go back to these figures. Going to grab some pictures here just so you can appreciate the backdrop of the Firefly Funhouse and of course the figures themselves. And they're also going to point out this mask and the belt. They're just good, aren't they? It's you know, Bray Wyatt, he's done it well. I appreciate that. I will grab both figures in a minute, just give them the 360 treatment as normal on my videos, just so you can make up your own mind, especially with the Ultimate if you prefer it, with the jacket or without. Or you could go with what I was trying to show earlier, maybe go with the jacket but no sleeves. I think it could look cool. Worth mentioning as well, the mask on the figure, it's really detailed, and the way it actually looks like a mask, if you know what I mean. I think it's just great. Well done. So here's the 360s. Make up your own mind how you prefer the Fiend dressed, and we'll look at the Bray Wyatt one as well for you. So the only issue, as you can see with the jacket on, is where you can see the skin coming through at the joints, which is a shame, and that's where the cloth one might be better, but, you know, make up your own mind. I'm just reviewing it. It's up to you whether you like it or not. So that was the Ultimate Fiend. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Did anyone spot the puppet that appeared during that 360? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Here's Bray Wyatt anyway, before I get some more pictures for you. It's worth mentioning I did buy both these figures from wrestlebox.co.uk, and do use code AJWF to save you money. Because why wouldn't you? I'm trying to help you guys. But I've brought this figure, the Funhouse Bray, way back last year. Been sitting on it a long while to open it up. Finally did it because I got the Ultimate Fiend last week. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to review both. Let's have a look at this Fiend again with some still pictures. I hope you enjoy it. Do remember to leave me a comment because I will reply as soon as I can. Let's just check the mask out again. How good is it, really? I'm surprised WWE kept with it, to be honest with you, with the whole PG era. But I'm glad they are, and now they've got the whole burned up Fiend, so to speak. It's really pushing the PG boundary, I'd imagine. A bit like a horror movie, isn't it? Let's just take a quick final look at the puppets and the accessories that come with these two figures, because they are pretty cool standard. Just before we wrap this video up, just a quick overhaul here of the two figures and all the accessories. I think the puppets are probably my favourite. They're very different, unique, and I like that. The Ultimate Fiend, I'd probably say from the accessories that come with it, I'm going to go with the title belt. I think it's really cool looking. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very, very much for sticking with this video, because I know it's a bit longer than normal. If you can, subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate the support. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either way, it's absolutely cool. Like I said earlier, do drop a comment and I will reply as soon as possible. And again, a big thank you to Myla Grace for doing the intro to this video. If you do buy any of her merch from her shop, use code AJWF to save your money, just like the same code you can use at WrestleBox to save your money there, and at Ultimate Figure Shirts to save money on the custom shirts. AJWF. It's getting around that code. Do check more of my channel if you haven't already, because I know Selena Vega liked the last one, so that's pretty cool. Thank you again for watching, guys. This has been AJWF. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.